We hit the content warning for this one. Because you gotta look at Matt Walsh's dumbass fucking face. And, just so you know, Matt Walsh had this to say about me.
Justin FREAKIN, the formidable voice in the culture.
So, I mean, the man knows what he's talking about. I am indeed a formidable voice in the culture. Let's hear him whine about a man digging a hole. I assume his wife is upset at him for digging a hole. Is trying to cancel him, apparently. Oh, this one's got everything.
You know, one of my favorite pieces of extra content that we post on our YouTube channel are my Reddit relationship advice videos. And this is when I comb through the relationship forums on Reddit to impart my wisdom to the confused and helpless souls who are
I am glad no one is soliciting Matt Walsh for relationship advice. Nobody actually was like, you know who would be good at giving relationship advice? Matt fucking Walsh. Because he nails all the fucking pussy over here. Look at this. That beard is soaked in pussy juice. No one's ever said that, ever. So I'm glad he's just going through Reddit threads, and that's where he's getting it from, because there is no reason at all for anyone to solicit Matt Walsh for relationship advice.
That they're actually stooping to soliciting advice from the Reddit community. Now, my advice may not be great from an objective standpoint, but it's better than.
Well, I can assure you, it's not going to be. It's not going to be great.
Today, in that spirit, I'll be trying to help a young woman whose relationship quandary, as posted to Reddit, went viral this week.
I'm not high enough for that. I might have to get the bong for this
shit.
shit.
We do in this segment, nothing personal.
Lady B.
It is pretty personal, but never mind that. A woman named Kate Whitaker on Twitter seems to be one of the first to have taken this post and amplified it, causing it to go viral. She tweeted the screenshot along with a caption revealing her bias. She says, "What on earth is going on with men?" Ironically, though, the man in question is not on Earth. He is under the earth, where all men wish to be. The Reddit post is titled,
all men wish to be under the earth.
His tunnel. Now, we see the problem already from the way she framed the situation. She says, how can I get him to stop? Rather than,
the tunnel is still on Earth, Matt Walsh.
Which is the real question you should be asking. She's assuming from the outset that she should stop her boyfriend from digging his tunnel. To her, it's self-evident that men should not dig tunnels, but to men, it's self-evident that we should and we must.
I mean, if I had a reason for a tunnel, I'm not just going out here. I'm not a goddamn what fucking groundhog that just tunnels down into the. I don't feel the need to tunnel. No, it's not innate in my being that I have to go out and I have to tunnel Matt Walsh.
I'm getting ahead of myself a little bit. Here's her version of the story. Let's read it. She says, "So I know this is a weird question, but my boyfriend likes to spend a lot of his free time digging a tunnel on some property that he inherited. I haven't seen the full extent of it, but last I saw it was remarkably deep under the surface. He spent roughly a year on it, and it's evident. The front of the thing is deep, wide, well put together. At the front, which is the only part I've seen, he's got cement beams, electric lights, even chairs, and a small table."
He said cement beams.
I haven't gone into it, but it looked like the quality severely dropped as the tunnel went further. Mostly becoming open dirt with some wood beams.
Well, he's working on it.
Now, pausing here for a moment. It is baffling to me that her boyfriend has been digging this awesome tunnel, and she hasn't even gone into it. This is like if he had spent a year painting a masterpiece or chiseling a beautiful sculpture out of rock, and you didn't even bother to look at it. What if you were in the Sistine Chapel with Michelangelo?
I mean, I'd want to see the tunnel.
He told you that he just finished painting the ceiling, and he's like, I just finished painting that whole ceiling. It took me forever.
But I mean, here's the thing, Matt Walsh, is obviously there's something going on in the relationship where the dude is spending his time digging a fucking tunnel and not spending it with his girlfriend or his wife or whatever. There is a much deeper thing at play here. On the surface, it's just a story about the man's digging a tunnel, but something's going on. There's an ebb and flow to everything in life. While the tunnel sounds cool, and I'd be like, show me your fucking tunnel, motherfucker. He's clearly compensating for something else that's going on in his life. I'm no psychiatrist, but they should probably seek some couples counseling or something if they want to work it out, or perhaps he should go live in this fucking tunnel.
And you're just like, oh, cool. And you didn't even bother to look up and check it out. This is shocking to me, especially when the thing in question is a badass tunnel. She continues, my biggest concern is his safety. I'm really worried that he's going to dig too deep and it'll collapse on him or something. I've tried voicing this concern.
That is a rational fear.
Concerns. There's also the fact that he doesn't really have a social life because of this thing. I'm pretty much the only person he still talks to outside of his job, and he doesn't go out and do anything anymore. It used to be that he'd occasionally head out and do some digging on the weekends, but now he spends almost all of his free time out there. He still comes home, but he barely spends any time with me. And I know that he isn't doing anything but digging that damn hole in the ground. This can't be good for his mental health, but I don't know how to convince him to stop. He's always really happy when he comes back from digging.
He's always really happy when he comes back from digging. Okay, so here's the thing, is like, is he working? Is there a plot? Is he digging? Is there somebody he is tunneling out of prison? Is he burying something? Is he avoiding? Is this some sort of tax avoidance scheme where he's burying some sort of asset? It seems like something you don't just go and dig a tunnel for no reason. You have a reason for going. Are you El Chapo in this motherfucker? Are you needing a way to get out? Are you gonna dig it up into your fucking shower where you have a hidden door that you can fucking. I'm fascinated by how much there is to this story that Matt Walsh could go into. But all his little fucking pea brain can muster is, guy dug a cool tunnel, woman mad at him, bluck, bluck, bluck. Matt Walsh is so fucking stupid.
Digging, which is why I haven't seriously tried to stop him before. But I was talking to a friend about him, and she told me he might be going crazy. Obviously,
he might be.
Health aspect of this, and I just don't know what to do. Okay, let's clear a few things up. Now, yes, sure, there are some valid safety concerns here. If the tunnel isn't properly built and supported or ventilated, you could, die.
All of those things. Yes, Matt Walsh.
Minor detail, frankly, and also I see no.
But it's a minor detail. Matt Walsh, you could die, but it's a minor detail. The fuck, you're an idiot. Right-wingers are morons.
Provided that this man is digging his tunnel in an unsafe way. That would be, I believe, an erroneous assumption. So let's table the whole dying situation for a moment and look at the bigger picture. First of all, speaking to the woman who wrote this, your problem fundamentally is that you think you have to understand everything about the man you're dating, but you can't.
Enough for this shit.
Woman will never fully comprehend man, just as man will never fully comprehend woman. We are made for each other, and yet we are mysteries to each other. That's the essence of romance. The difference, though, is that man knows he cannot understand woman, and he's okay with that.
This is spoken like a man who's never seen a vagina. And I'm aware he has children. They put up one of those towels that have a hole in it. And that's how he procreated with his wife. He's never seen a vagina.
Woman, in fact, becomes very frustrated by just how okay with it he is. So, she'll say something cryptic and out of context to him, and he'll have no idea what she's talking about, but he'll just go, oh, okay, okay, and then get back to what he's doing. And she'll stand there stunned and say, well, aren't you going to ask me what I'm talking about? And he'll say, okay, yeah, what were you talking about? And he'll just hope it isn't a long story, but it always is.
This is totally him projecting his own relationship
ills.
ills.
Into the room with a slightly abnormal facial expression, and woman will start interrogating and waterboarding him to extract every last piece of information she can about this facial expression. What are you thinking? She'll ask. And she won't accept it when he says nothing, even if that really is the answer. She must understand everything about him, but she won't. And she can't accept that. And even though she won't, I will now endeavor to lay out a few facts about men that may help women, especially this one. The first is this. Every man dreams of two things, often related. Having a secret door to his house that leads to a secret room.
It's weird that he is generalizing about both the male experience and the female experience as if he speaks for everybody in that experience. And it's like, you're clearly projecting your own relationships. What a woman has said to you at some point in time. And you can't tell me that the great Matt Walsh, one of the staunch intellectuals of our time, they were just sitting somewhere and thinking about absolutely nothing. Are you telling me Matt Walsh, your brand being a pseudo intellectual, that you're just thinking about nothing? After your romantic partner asks you a question, you're just thinking about nothing at all. That's a lie. You know it's a lie.
And building a great tunnel. This tunnel might connect one secret room to another, or it might simply go all the way down to the center of the earth, where we hope we'll expect to find goblins and dinosaurs and Elvis hiding out or whatever.
No, one person is not going to tunnel down to the center of the earth. You fucking moron. Why is it that when it comes to what is a woman, you want to be as like precise and scientific as possible, and you still get an ass fucking backwards? But like, you're like, oh, dude might be able to dig to the center of the fucking earth. No, he can't, you fucking moron. You're a complete idiot, dude.
Just as our forefathers did. Assuming our forefathers were meerkats or dwarves from Middle Earth or something. You can't understand this. We don't understand this. And yet, this is just how it is. The other thing about men is that we're prone to becoming randomly obsessed with very weird and specific things out of nowhere. Again, we cannot explain this. We shouldn't have.
No, we can't explain it. It's called like OCD behavior, motherfucker, and it's not just exclusive to men. Women suffer from it too.
And I keep
no, books have been written on this, you fucking idiot.
Fish owner all of a sudden. And I keep telling her that actually it's called fish keeping according to all the videos I've watched about it. And she says, wait, you're watching videos about people who own fish? And I say they're fish keepers, and yes. And around we go. A man becomes bizarrely fixated on some arbitrary thing. A woman looks on, confused. And it's the great dance of life.
No, that's you fucking idiot.
Needless to say, I noticed no problems with the man who simply wants nothing but to dig. All of the problems, as usual, are with the woman. Especially when she acknowledges that the man is happy.
I mean, I'll watch some fish.
He's doing what he wants to do, what he's called to do, and yet she...
I would assume there's channels where you can just watch fish just swim around and stuff like that. It'd be fun. I'd do that. If I was on some hallucinogens or some shit, I'd watch some fish swim.
He talked to her friend.
Totally.
And decided that though he's happy and seemingly mentally well-adjusted, he must be crazy. Women, listen. I know I'm not going to stop you from talking to your friends. No. Somebody digging a hole is not happy and mentally well-adjusted, you fuck. Then what chance does your friend have? What insight can she really offer about him? What does she know? Is she even in a healthy relationship herself? Has she even seen the tunnel? Or is she making judgments about the tunnel without all the facts? A tale as old as time. The meddling friend. This is the scourge of men everywhere. So, just stop that, ladies. Let the man be. Let him be a man. Let him dig. Let him get his $18,000 aquarium.
I can't believe this is the last thing I had on the list. I can't let that stand. We gotta go find something else to watch.
Fun.
Santa Claus. Santa Claus should have been the last thing we did. I fucked it up with Matt Walsh. fucked it right up with Matt Walsh. Sha'Carri Richardson. I fucked her name up. Sha'Carri Richardson. Dominant close.
Run in lane 6. She was the 2019 NCAA runner-up at 200 meters. Running for
Joe Biden's diaper. Thank you for being a freaking follower.